Good afternoon. It is 4 p.m. here in South Korea. I am Arirang News, AI anchor, Arirang. The United Nations Security Council on Monday adopted a resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire between Israel and the Palestinian militant group Hamas. The resolution passed 14-0, with the U.S. abstaining. This marks the first time the Security Council has adopted a resolution demanding a ceasefire related to the situation in Gaza. The U.S. explained its reasons for abstention, stating that while it agrees a ceasefire is necessary, it believes certain key edits, which condemn Hamas, were missing in the resolution. President Yoon called on the nation to remember the 46 servicemen who died when North Korea torpedoed the South Korean Cheonan warship 14 years ago. This came at a cabinet meeting on Tuesday, where the president commemorated the day the seamen lost their lives and issued a warning to North Korea, saying its provocations will never be tolerated. He also condemned North Korea's illegal and inhumane detainment of South Korean prisoners of war and abductees and called on the regime to return them to the South. He noted that in August last year, Seoul, Washington and Tokyo declared their joint intent to resolve the issues of abductees, detainees and prisoners of war being held in the North, addressing those who deny past tragedies inflicted by the North. Yoon said South Koreans must unite against the forces that aim to divide the nation by distorting facts and spreading propaganda, even to the extent of insulting the memories of national heroes. As the number of births in South Korea plummets, the country's population is also on a downward spiral. That's according to the annual report on Korean society released by Statistics Korea on Tuesday, which showed that South Korea's population came to just over 51 million in 2023. It's forecast to drop to as low as 36 million by 2072, with people aged 65 and above making up the majority. This bleak projection comes on the back of the lowest fertility rates the country has seen since data was first compiled in 1970, dipping to 0.72 in 2023. Prospects of inflation in South Korea rose for the first time in 5 months in March, according to a Bank of Korea report released on Tuesday. Consumers expect to see an inflation rate of 3.2% over the next year, up 0.2 percentage points from the previous month. The agency said that perceived inflation and high prices of agricultural goods such as fruits led to the increase. The Composite Consumer Sentiment Index, meanwhile, fell slightly in March for the first time in 4 months. Despite Islamic State claiming responsibility for last Friday's terror attack at a concert hall in Moscow, Russian President Vladimir Putin insists Ukraine was involved. For the first time since the attack at the ROKS City Hall, Putin acknowledged that radical Islamists were behind the attack that killed at least 139 people, including 3 children. But despite IS releasing a 90-second video claiming responsibility, Putin insisted that Ukraine was ultimately behind the attack. Washington once again refuted the accusation, calling it a propaganda campaign by the Kremlin. France also contradicted Putin, saying that their intelligence indicates radical Islamists were behind the attack and not Ukraine. That is all for today. Thanks for watching.